Looks like I'm living rent-free in your heads again, huh? I mean, if you're gonna spend your days obsessing over me, you might as well start calling me something respectable. Maybe Daddy Shizzy, or better yet, Papa Nut. Who's the grown-up here? Alright, it's me. Let's go. Call me Daddy, yeah, that's who I am. Running your minds like a master plan. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, take your pick. I'm rolling in your thoughts while you still act sick. Call me Daddy, it's what you mean. While you chase the crust and I take the lead. Living rent-free, that's my name. Go ahead, say it, put some respect on your name. Man, I'm too old, well here's a surprise. I'm the one with the brains while you're stuck with the lies. You act like you're experts, but here's the reality. I'm the one controlling your mental reality. So while you're out there trying to throw shade, I'm sipping coffee and you're feeling betrayed. You're mad, I got the spotlight, now it's my time. So why not call me Daddy or Papa with a rhyme? I'm the landlord and you're just the tenants, stuck in your headspace with no insight, no repentance. Call me Daddy, you know it's true. You'd be lost without me, stuck in the glue. Call me Daddy, I'm holding your mind while you're scrambling, trying to find what's behind. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, don't you see? You're living in my world now, I'm a VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. While you're trying to figure out your own identity. Oh, I see you're confused, trying to get it right. Spinning your wheels while I'm out of sight. You think you've got it figured, but you got it all wrong. I've been running your minds all along. But sure, keep pretending you don't care. Keep saying you're done, but I'm still in the air. You got no choice but to bow to my name. Daddy Shizzy is here to own the game. You say you don't watch, but you're obsessed. Every word I say puts you to the test. Call me Daddy, Papa Nut, you know you should. Because I've been living rent-free, and you know it feels good. What's behind Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy? Don't you see? You're living in my world now. I'm the VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. You're trying to figure out your own identity. Can't you see? Yeah, keep it up. Keep trying, but you'll be stuck with Daddy for life. I'm Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, all in your headspace, and there's no escape. Good luck with that.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. What a night. Man, I got some much needed rest last night. It was a long day, I'll tell you. I was just busy, busy, busy. Luckily I had a recording of letter. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was fun. That was fun. Good to see you. Where's Yamaha? Yamaha is probably dealing with 3D World. Sometimes he has to do that, you know. It's how it goes. He knows that he's always welcome here, though. Yeah, you know, Yamaha is one of the kindest people you'll ever meet. Sort of. No, he's good people. And he's got 3D stuff. If he shows up, he shows up. It's all up to him. He's under no obligation, but thank you for being concerned with him. Good to see you there, Max Lab. Man, what is up, Shizzy? Starting it off right, giving some stars to the helmet, which I will be wearing to Dollywood. Yeah, I won't be wearing it the whole time I'm there. This thing gets very uncomfortable. In case you've never worn one of these things, it is not the most comfortable thing. But thank you, Max. That is awesome. Yeah, the helmet is it goes back a little ways. Thank you very much, Max. I appreciate you. Oh, yeah, good to see you, Timmy McGard. Hey, Libby, how you doing? Yes, here we go. Here we go. I have my favorites. Good to see you. Good to see you. And the Tug Raiders. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, we got Tug is good people. Tug is really good people. I enjoy that man. Tug, Tug Raid. I got you. Yes, yes. It's been a crazy past couple of days just in 3D world. So, especially because I've been writing letters on the Karen Reed stuff. So I hope you absolutely enjoy those because they're fun to do. And I think she's getting a raw deal. I don't think they should have brought this case up against her again. I think they should have just let it drop and moved on with their lives. But oh no. And it gets worse. Even today, it got really bad. But today, we're gonna go back over this story that's very old. It was written by an ex. Give it a little bit of insight into the part of this little ecosystem, this anti-Hales ecosystem, and really just showing the kind of people that they are. And of course, Volpe or McVolmit or whatever you want to call him and Paintship seem to have an issue with anybody that talks about Hales. And initially, whenever all of this started, this was them reaching out to me, telling me that I needed to look at the whole case. And I was just like, I've been following this case, since before the defamation case. And, they're wanting to get my side of it. Well, we'll have you on. It's just like, why would you have me on? I've got nothing to offer except for a sarcasm and a smart ass attitude. Oh, but we need you to prove your point. I don't have to prove my point. It's all in the court documents. Every single bit of this is in the court documents. That's what I've been following. That's what I've been looking at. And of course, he couldn't let it go. So he decided to continue emailing me. And tonight, I want to be talking a little bit about the garbage that he played before. We're going to be reading some of Katrina's story, which is really interesting. And it made you laugh so hard today, I was nearly falling over. Well, thank you. Hey, fun laughter over there on the Rumble Sack. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. Made you laugh so hard today, it was worth nearly falling over. Yes, that was a really good one. Welcome, Tug Raiders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, Tug is good people, and I'm glad to see that he's bringing up stuff from Shar, which is really interesting. Can't wait to see that tomorrow. He's straight up just like that man. I think his work ethic is much greater than a lot of people give him credit for. I mean, he does some deep dives. He is like a pit bull, just digs into it, and he doesn't stop until he finds exactly what he's looking for. And much respect to that man. He's pretty all over it. Him and Megan both. Oh, check the Twitter DMs. Oh, I shall do that, sweetheart. Absolutely. What do we got here? Let me take a look real quick. But yeah, I do have some really, really good stuff that's coming up. Oh, yeah. Ah, yes. Absolutely. Gotcha. I'm with you. I'm with you. No, so this right here was the letter that was put in Tug's raid. Oh my gosh. Do you know what this means? You know what this means right here? We've got
Welcome to the shit show.
oh yeah.
Every single day.
Every single day.
A new flavor of fuckery.
Yes.
Cause everybody's such, you see.
Yes,
and they're
they do.
dumber than a bag of rocks.
Rocks.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid predicaments, ignorant, boulder, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery.
Oh yeah.
Over and all over again.
Thank you so much, Death Angel. I appreciate you. Tug Raiders, welcome, 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 welcome. Yes, I love that song too. It is so much fun. It is an absolute blast. Oh man. Yeah, so this right here was a little bit of the garbage that was coming in from her. And, she had a lot to say about how all of this stuff was, planned. Baby recently said Jason was never happy with me. Some of this stuff I covered last time I talked about this. One thing I know that is a healthy, safe, loving parent doesn't attack the other parent, especially when the two intentionally plan to get pregnant and seeking sole custody, then brag about it. I mean, and it goes on and on. This is the kind of problems that you Emma, all right, I will play it again just for you. I will play it again just for you. Thank you for being a member, Emma Washington, for 3 months.
Welcome to the shit show.
Oh, yes.
Every single day.
Every single day.
A new flavor of fuckery.
Yes.
Cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber
Then a bag of rocks.
Monday. Tuesday.
Bullshit.
Wednesday.
Fuck.
And then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, boulder, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have it all over again.
Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for being here. So these are some of the messages that were coming by. May you fly here, but not in court. Wheels are already in motion. Mark my words. Change now, or you'll be 40 on disability with 2 kids. You see supervised, all while telling everyone you were abused by the father of each child. Some may believe you, but most will reach out to me. And then Katrina responds, I told you stop threatening me, being abusive, and leave me alone. You scare me, and I'm afraid for myself and my child. Now, we've got another one that came in. Death Angel, just with another 5 gifted memberships. Oh, I can't let it go.
Welcome to the shit show.
Every single day.
A new flavor of fuckery.
Yes,
cause
everybody's
such, you see, and they're dumber
than a bag of rocks.
Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday,
yes.
And then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous,
Hey, well, lady, how you
boulder,
doing?
dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery.
Oh, yes.
We'll have it all over again.
Looks like Starzy is getting just the tip.
Welcome to the shit show.
Every single day. You just get the tip. Chrissy, thank you for the gifted membership. If not, you will just keep me doing that all night long. I know how you guys are. Derail this faster than anything. The truth is truth, facts are facts, not your distorted reality, like saying you can read a child's mind you never met and say you can tell anyone exactly everything. And I mean, this is a very, very long story. And what she's basically saying here is that this man has a propensity to hook up with women that he is covering stories on. And it just goes on and on. Talks about stealing $750 from a domestic violence victim. And it's just the amount of evil, the amount of horribleness that this guy does. So whenever I first started interacting with Volmit, it wasn't because I wanted to even engage with this guy. He wanted to engage with me. He wanted to have a conversation. And he has, sent email after email after email. Is my mic acting all funky? It's breaking up. Well, that does happen. Give me just a second. I can fix that really quick. Hold on. I will fix it just a second. And hold on, I know what to do here. And leave studio. Give me a second. I'll be right back. And I am back. It should be much better now. Yes? No? Much better? Sometimes it takes a couple of seconds. I blame Jeremy for that. Blame Jeremy. Blame Jeremy. Yes, while the cat's away, the mice will play. It's better. Yeah, that usually happens. Like if you're here for the shit show, member for 3 months, freebie. Here we go.
Welcome to the shit show. Every single day.
Yes, you are welcome. Thank you so much. You guys would play that thing on nonstop. Thank you. Thank you. It is one of those that happens with StreamYards. It's probably because I have all these tabs up and they like to give me a hard time. I hope that we've got good stuff going on here. So this was my first response to Volpe, and I will share that with you now. Yes, it was a little insane. So here is what came popping up. And he asked me for an invite to chat with him and his buddy Dick Lickman. You guys are just unstoppable. You're an unstoppable beast, I will tell you. All right.
Welcome to the shit show.
Every single day.
A new flavor of fuckery.
'Cause everybody
sucks, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of rocks. Monday, Tuesday,
bullshit.
Wednesday.
There we go. You got it, Melody. Thank you so much. And of course, Buck Naked with $2. You gotta admit it, she's still suspended. Thank you, Buck Naked, for the $2 super chat. Yes, I would say, you know, I have a bullfrog that sits out back and likes to make a lot of noise, and he sounds better than she does. Thank you so much. Thank you. Anti-Bev is showing her bias already in the trial 3 days in. Yeah, she is, Donna. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, Donna. So my response to old Volmit was, how utterly tempting. I mean, who wouldn't want to sit down with a guy who's about as morally upright as a wet noodle and another who likely has to butter himself up just to squeeze into his chair? But alas, I'm going to have to pass on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to join the intellectual equivalent of a clown car with 2 flat tires. I have no desire to grace your platform, especially not when it's co-hosted by a convicted fraudster who thinks he's some kind of legal savant. If you're looking for clarity, try stepping away from your echo chamber of bad decisions and unethical behavior. And let's address Dick first. Yes, I'm assuming using that name because it just feels right. Dick, a man whose physique suggests he spent more time in front of a buffet than a legal textbook, has decided to stoop even lower, which frankly I didn't think was possible, by releasing an uncalled for and disgusting attack video aimed at Megan Fox. Why? Because attacking women seems to be your team's favorite pastime. Between Bruce's barely veiled aggression towards women and Dick's grotesque antics, it's clear you guys have a type. And by type, I mean a sad, desperate need to intimidate anyone with a shred of dignity and class. I understand that being locked up for 4 years might take a toll on someone, but I didn't realize it also made you think releasing a disgusting, unprovoked video attack on Megan Fox was somehow appropriate behavior. Honestly, Dick, when you're not busy weaponizing smear tactics, maybe focus on what actually matters, like learning portion control or investing in a belt that can hold up against the sheer force of gravity. And Michael, aligning yourself with this guy, bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how that plays out for you. You want me to set everyone straight? Sure thing. Let's start with this. You and Dick aren't interested in facts. Stirring the pot is all that you've been about, because that's the only way you can stay relevant. Dick might be dreaming of his glory days before his conviction, but the rest of us haven't forgotten who he is, a man whose resume includes fraudulent activities and a stretch in prison. Not exactly Pulitzer material. And let's not pretend this is just some earnest invitation to debate. We all know this is just another one of your tired attempts to drag people into your cesspool of bad takes and absolutely some of the worst ethics. Frankly, I have better things to do, like tying my Velcro shoes or watching paint dry. At least those activities are more productive than wasting my breath on two dumbasses who've turned obfuscation into an art form. Let's talk about your implications that we're somehow obligated to explain shit to you. This isn't school. I'm not your teacher. If you got questions, maybe start by doing your own fucking research. Or, I don't know, watch one of the countless streams where we've already addressed this nonsense. Also, let's not forget your partnership with Bruce, the man who thinks that filing pointless motions and running a PR team is the pinnacle of legal genius. Between the three of you, it's like axis of irrelevance, and now you're fundraising, yes, fundraising $10,000 to cover this case. Wow, big plans there. Maybe use some of that money to buy Dick a salad, or better yet, a clue. Your email suggests that we set everyone straight because you think we believe Bruce is an idiot lawyer. Let me clarify. We don't think Bruce is an idiot lawyer. We know he is. His motions are exercises in futility. His legal arguments are laughable. His PR strategy is as transparent as his motives. And now he's teaming up with you and Dick. It's like forming a super group of incompetence. So no, Michael, I'm not going to join your little sideshow. You and Dick can have your echo chamber, pat each other on the back or the ass, or stroke each other endlessly. I don't care. And pretend you're making waves. Meanwhile, the rest of us will be over here laughing at your expense. All the best. Shizzy Wiznut, proud Velcro wearing artard, still somehow the adult in the room, and definitely not falling for your, I put in there nicely, garbage, but we all know I meant bullshit. Today is Anzac Day, lest we forget. I will tell you, it is a day. Thank you, Allie, for the reminder. I appreciate you. Man, that right there gets a gold star right up there on the front of the helmet. That one there definitely deserves it, lest we forget. It is so easy to forget those kinds of things. And thank you very much. I appreciate you. And all you veterans out there, appreciate your service also. And also, oh, Fart, you inspired me to recreate my profile pic. I love it. I love it. Awesome. I love it. Crazy old fart, Dave. Thank you, Dave. That is awesome with the $5 super chat. That is glorious. Yes, you should. You should. You should wear your safety gear gloriously and proudly. Be happy of it. It is. Oh, we've got some good letters coming up tonight. Hey, Welsh lady, how you doing, girl? Team Bogart, I'm allowed to use Zimmer 3 times a day and back to bed living room. Well, I hope that bed is not lonely. But, of course, I know why you guys came here. You guys came here for the most glorious, the most wonderful, the bestest in the world kind of letters that you can't get anywhere else. But before we do that letter, I've got to do a little promo here. Got to do a little promo. It's not paid, but know that Dollywood is coming up, and this is the promo for Dollywood. So pay attention. I'm only going to show it twice. This will be the first time. So enjoy this.
Let's get started.
I have to do the promo because I'm going to be there. June. Oh my gosh. If you're anywhere in the neighborhood, you should go. It's going to be a blast. We're going to have a great time. But that's not why you came here. You came here for this, didn't you?
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Wiz, Nut.
An open letter to Volmit, the discount dumpster diver of divorce dockets, the slumlord of smears squatting in the alley of irrelevance. Hey, Volmit. Nasty divorce, huh? 2 words, my specialty. 2 words, huh? Try these, pathetic parasite. You really thought that was clever? That was your big moment, buddy. The only thing you're special on is projectile incompetence, spraying stupidity like a stray alley cat marking a trash heap that doesn't even belong to him. But I'll play along because, unlike you, I'm generous enough to give failing clout chasers a little attention before I scrape them off my boots. So here's my 2 words back at you. Document monkey. That's all you are, Mike. A glorified pacer jockey. A bottom-feeding scavenger waddling through the gutters of the federal court system, snatching up whatever scrap of paperwork you can find and flinging it like the last feces-hurling chimp left in the journalism zoo. You didn't break anything, Volmit. You didn't uncover corruption. You didn't do an ounce of investigation. You didn't uncover corruption or expose wrongdoing. You downloaded a public record and set it out like a greasy little gremlin waving parking ticket in the air, hoping some would mistake it for Pulitzer material. You downloaded a public document and strutted around like you just cracked Watergate. You're the guy at the family barbecue bragging about how you printed the RSVP list. Wow, Mikey, bold, groundbreaking, Pulitzers on one line. This wasn't reporting. This was revenge porn for the illiterate, Mikey. You didn't come with analysis. You didn't come with truths. You came with a link and a limp. The only thing you exposed is how small, petty, and irrelevant you really are. You didn't report on Jeremy Hales's divorce. You weaponized someone's personal pain because you're too intellectually bankrupt to argue facts. You know what makes this especially pathetic? Nobody asked. Nobody cared about the divorce docket until you waddled your fat ass in, whispering like Gollum in Substack login. Nasty login, divorce is precious. That's my specialty. Let's talk about the closing line, my specialty. Oh, sweetheart, no. Your actual specialties are his gossip with a Google search bar, CPS cosplays from your mommy's condo, being the high priest of the participation Trumpy temple of the bottom feeders, exploitive, clickbaitive, grifting, wrapped in greasy sheen of your own flop sweat. Every time you send out one of these limp-wristed smear jobs, you've proved my point. You're not a journalist, Mikey. You're not even a competent hater. You're just the forum troll who learned how to attach a PDF. You're weaponized an ex-boyfriend on Facebook, tagging people in screenshots that nobody but you thinks are damning. You're the guy sending a printout of someone's bankruptcy to the PTA meeting. You're that small, that spiteful, and that irrelevant. I've seen more investigative rigor from people arguing over whether Bigfoot is real. You think lobbying a divorce docket is going to land a punch on Jeremy. Bro, that's your big move. Hitting someone where their life really fucking hurt, hoping it makes you look like a big man. That's not reporting. That's Mean Girls with a LexisNexis subscription. Let me guess. Next up, you'll be waving around somebody's overdue library fines and calling it an expose. The funniest part is you actually thought that this was clever. You thought that you were being slick, but you what you really did was stand up on the lunch table, drop your pants, and shout, "Look at me, I'm irrelevant and desperate." Buddy, everyone's looking, but not for the reasons you hoped. The truth is, Volmit, you're not dangerous. You're not important. You're never going to take Jeremy down. You're never going to be the voice that matters in this fight because you don't have the skill, the integrity, or even the damned worth ethic. All you have is that tired little grin, the same two-bit smear tactics, and the growing realization that while you're busy gossiping like a drunk ant at a wake, the rest of the world is moving on without you. So keep peddling your screenshots, Volmit. Keep flinging your two-word grenades. The only thing they do is blow up your credibility. You're the bag boy of bad takes, running receipts for rage mobs that stopped cashing your checks a long time ago. And every time you hit send on another one of these trash fires, the only thing you do is burn your last shred of credibility, and it is shit. Go ahead. Keep calling yourself independent press while you ride shotgun on the fail bus, filing your next smear piece from your mom's couch between bites of Hot Pockets or whatever dignity you have already coughed up into your Substack. But remember, Cupcake, there's a real reason why they call me Shizzy Wiznut. I don't miss. And you, son, you were never even the game. Kindly eat pavement. Shizzy Wiznut, someone who does this better than you on their worst day and with one hand tied behind their back and the other one flipping you off, and still your motherfucking daddy.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy Wiznut.
And in case you guys were wondering what that one was all about, that was about Volmit trying to send me the docket on Jeremy's divorce. Like that is supposed to be relevant in this case whatsoever, or I give two shits. I don't care about Jeremy's divorce. What happened in Jeremy's divorce is between him and his wife. And of course, his children, if they were involved in all of that, because I'm sure there was some sort of custody thing. But that doesn't matter to me. Why? Because what relevance does that have to this case? Why doesn't he go and dig up all of Lynette's bullshit? Why doesn't he go back and look at her, 8 divorces, 7 divorces? Hell, who knows how many divorces she had? Why doesn't he go back and look at her getting her ass thrown out of Germany to never be allowed back in again because of her crazy shit? Why doesn't he go look at that? No, we're going to look at Jeremy because that's what really matters. No. Same reason that all of Lynette's bullshit prior to this defamation case, it only goes to show cause. Jeremy's doesn't go to show any cause. It was a divorce. They're nasty. They're not happy. They're not pleasant. Those are things that are behind somebody. Same as Lynette's bullshit is behind her. We are talking about this case with these particular facts, with these things that are happening still to this day. That's what it was all about. Wait, she isn't allowed back in Germany? No. Go dig and you'll find it. It's not my job to go digging on this. It doesn't matter with me. And that's exactly, Heather May. That's all this side has. Dig up the past of Jeremy and George and all those in their immediate circle of friends. When Jay mentions his divorce, he adds the finer details. Exactly. Okay, that's funny. I know it's funny. Gutters. Is that Gutters girl? Did I see Gutters girl come rolling in here? Wow, she's awesome. Blessed, not blessed. Jeez, autocorrect is a pain. Yeah, I'm a pain. That's what it is. My MP3 started playing. Blame Jeremy. That's awesome. I love it. Hey, Iron Rabbit, good to see you, doll. Good to see you. Iron Rabbit is an absolute sweetheart. And she is She is a Vietnam vet, believe it or not. She served her time. She did exactly what she was supposed to do in those times of crises, and we appreciate you very much, Iron Rabbit. Yeah, don't mess with Iron Rabbit. She'll cut you to the bone. She's out there every day doing the work. She's put in her time, and she still gets out there every day and has a beautiful day. Iron Rabbit, you know what this means, sweetheart. You know what it means, and I know that you want to hear it. So because Iron Rabbit, I love her so much. She gets the whole thing, the whole enchilada.
Welcome to the shit
Oh
show.
yes,
Every single day, a new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of clots. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid predicament, ignorant, boulder, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery.
every
All over
single
again.
day. Man, oh, every single day. Something just happened. All right, there we go. Oh, yes. Thanks for gifting memberships to use in yours. Well, thank you. Iron Rabbit is an absolute sweetheart, and you should show her all kinds of love and respect every single time that you get a chance. My new anthem. Well, what was I going to say? Oh, yes. There was another letter that came out not too long ago after that, and it was one of those where he got all bent out of shape because he decided he was going to file a FOIA request. Okay, so whenever he decided, he was like, all of you, I think he said Janon or something. Like, I didn't quite understand. I was trying to figure out who this person was. Like, maybe he sent it to the wrong person. I guess he was trying to come up with some sort of QAnon reference, and it didn't work. Oh, by the way, I have to give some kudos.
Squeeze my hog.
I have to give some kudos to Valor News, because Valor News he sent a super chat. I didn't read his super chat. I must have missed it, or I stepped away and missed it altogether. So I am giving this one here. This one is for Valor News. Thank you very much. He didn't get his star. You got your star tonight, Valor News. And I know that there was someone that sent me something. I'll have to find it on my phone. Someone sent a PayPal gift that was saying, thank you very much for all that you do. And I just need to pull that thing up again. I'll have to go double check on it, because I don't keep that on my phone. So I will look into that, but I will give you a star for that. And thank you so much. That was very kind and generous of you. I think it was a 5 spot, but like I said, I don't have it pulled up. Thank you so much. That was really nice of you to do that. You have no idea. It keeps my craziness going. It really does. And of course, we've got gotta admit, sounds better than, please. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, and Gutters Pub, you get the shortened version.
Welcome to the shit show.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Thank you so much, very much, for that, Gutters Pub. Gutters Pub is an absolute sweetheart. If you haven't checked out her stuff, she has a great little channel, and she talks politics and hangs out with some pretty cool people. Go check her out if you get a chance. She is a sweetheart, and I enjoy her so much. Iron Rabbit, doesn't matter how long ago or not. Thank you for your service. Absolutely. Now, as I was saying, so he decided to send out a FOIA request. And of course, if you want to talk about the little FOIA requests, well, then we have some pretty interesting FOIA requests that are out there that were pretty interesting to me, because I was like, let's look at some FOIA requests. Why don't we actually look at those? And then we'll read a letter. But right here, it was like the original narrative on December 16th at 1735. It responded to Otter Creek Avenue, reference to a complainant, Lynette, stating that Jeremy Hales was videotaping her property. Upon arrival, I made contact with Lynette, who advised that she has a large wooden privacy fence now installed at the front of her property closest to the roadway. She had seen Jeremy Hales holding his camera above the fence to see inside her property line. Well, Lynette also stated that Jeremy's cameras are not allowed to be more than 10 feet from the ground. Oh, well, I'll be damned, as she pointed to a tree across the street where that there video camera was mounted, just like a donkey getting ready to do a little bit of fun time. Well, Lynette informed me that she had read several statutes in reference to reasonable expectations of privacy, well, damn it, Jeremy, he was violating it. Well, I informed Lynette I was unsure which statute she was referring to and requested she show me them there documents she was collecting for information from. Well, the woman was unable to provide it. Siri couldn't give it to her, neither could Fleesa. Well, I'll be damned. I did inform the Lynette the Florida statute 810.445, which defines a reasonable expectation of privacy as being, well, circumstances under which a reasonable person would believe that he or she could fully disrobe in privacy without being concerned that the person's undressing was being viewed and recorded or broadcasted by another, including but not limited to the interior of a residential dwelling, bathroom, changing room, fitting room, dressing room, or tanning booth. Well, Lynette, she informed me, well, you son of a bitch, you're incorrect, and advised that she'd print out those statutes and bring them there to the sheriff's office. Well, looking at Lynette's property, there's only one section of her property that was fenced off with a newly installed privacy fence, while the other remaining sides, all the other three sides, consisted of open-air spacing or age-damaged general-purpose fencing. Through these open-air sections, I could plainly see two of her neighbors' properties from the view of Lynette's backyard. I then attempted to explain to Lynette that she wouldn't have much of an argument for reasonable expectation of privacy when 3 out of the 4 sections of her freaking yard were not fenced in with privacy boards. Where'd all that money go? And it still wouldn't meet the statutory parameters according to Florida's statutory definition. To which she exclaimed quite loudly, freaking out and screaming at the top of her lungs that she wasn't worried about those neighbors. She was only worried about Jeremy. It's all Jeremy. Well, she was unsatisfied, as most women are, with my actions or my answers, and I attempted to provide to her, to which she subsequently told me to leave the property. I gladly obliged her request without hesitation because the stench was overwhelming. And with this time, I haven't reserved a damn bit of a criminal violation. My in-car video, body-worn microphone recording during this incident, those recordings can be referenced through UDE if necessary. And this report is for informational purposes only. Living life with FND. Thank you so much for that $1 super chat. That means so much. You get a nice, wonderful star. Thank you so much.
Squeeze my heart.
What happened? Who did that? Who said that? Oh my gosh. Thank you very much. Living with FND. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Yes. Yeah, that was the kind of FOIA request that, well, I don't think he wanted me to talk about. But see, I'm not too petty. I just decided to write a nice little letter. I was like, well, if you're wanting to send me all of your bullshit, I tell you what, I was happy to go because he was so unhappy that he sent out a FOIA request. He was so disappointed that Jeremy didn't report him in Levy County or me or something. I don't know. I hadn't figured that one out, but I did manage to come up with a nice, beautiful letter. And, well, let's just say it's nice.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Wiz, Nut.
An open letter to Volmit, the king of the keyboard, confetti and failed gotchas. Dear Volmit, there it is, the long-awaited I filed a FOIA, therefore I am email. You sat down, you poured yourself a nice glass of Mountain Dew Code Red and hit send on what you clearly thought was a mic drop. Spoiler alert, sport. The mic is still firmly in its stand, and you're the only one-handed clapping. You really rolled up into my inbox on March 14th like you were about to deliver the kill shot, didn't you? You were hunched over your keyboard, sweating Mountain Dew through your Sears brand hoodie, fingers trembling with the righteous fury of a man who just discovered Google has a search bar. Well, let's review what you actually did here. You spent your afternoon submitting public records requests like a hall monitor with a god complex, and you dug through Levy County reports like a toddler knee-deep in a Lego band. And you found what? Nothing. And instead of doing the normal thing like moving on with your fucking life or, I don't know, touching grass, you fired off this limp-wristed little email scrimping, "Gotcha," with the enthusiasm of a dude who just won third place in a cakewalk. Buddy, you're out here flexing a FOIA request like it's Excalibur, but what you're really holding is a plastic spork from a gas station sushi tray, and it stinks. And even that would be more dangerous than whatever this was supposed to be. You didn't uncover corruption. You didn't prove a lie. All you proved is that your only talent is making paper cuts on your own credibility. Here's the thing, Volmit. FOIA requests don't make you Sherlock Holmes. They make you the guy who didn't get picked for dodgeball. So now you're firing complaints about the other kids playing too rough. You aren't breaking stories. You're breaking into the public records section like it's a big achievement. Well, shithead, it's not. It's entry-level busy work for angry little men with no friends. And let me help you understand how sad this looks. Since your reading comprehension is as thin as your resume, there is no report about any solicitation claim. Cool story, champ. Now, remind me again where I ever promised I was filing police reports. Do you even understand the difference between asking questions and filing a criminal complaint? Or are we still playing Mad Libs with your legal education? You threw a FOIA party, and the only one who showed up was your own failure. Let's not also skip past that little closing line of yours. Spreading false rumors is bad, is possibly illegal. Ah, yes, Volmit, defender of ethics, protector of truth, the same guy who literally bragged about blowing up a custody case and causing mistrial from across state lines. Same little grease goblin who's been riding shotgun on Paint Chip's clown car of clout chasing while both of you try to duct tape your reputations back together with the subpoena printouts. This from the same grease-slick slug who bragged about causing a mistrial in the custody case by threatening a caseworker. This from the walking Substack hemorrhoid who's been spitting out libel-flavored fanfiction about Jeremy Hales, Megan Fox, and half of YouTube comment section for months on end. This from a guy who wouldn't know truth, who pulled up in a Crown Vic and served him with a subpoena with a side of crow. You want to lecture me about false claims? You, of all people, you, the discount town crier for the team ANTI-WTH, the unpaid intern to Paint Chip Luthman's YouTube clown court. Please, Mikey, the only thing false here is your belief that anyone but your mommy is impressed. You know what FOIA doesn't get you, Cupcake? It doesn't buy back your credibility. It doesn't wash the stink of desperation off your horrible name. And it sure as hell doesn't make you a journalist. You're a hobbyist harasser. a dollar store debt collector for gossip, the emotional support gremlin of every bad faith smear campaign that needs a warm body and a signature at the bottom of a filing. You didn't land a shot, Volmit. You screamed, "She ain't nothing," while waving around an empty net, the kid at the carnival who spent $50 trying to win the goldfish and still went home alone. So here's my FOIA request to the universe. Can someone please send this man a freaking clue, or at very least directions to the nearest therapist who specializes in treating the terminally irrelevant? Enjoy your victory lap around the little kiddie pool of failure, Mikey. The adults will be over here actually doing the work while you print out your next embarrassing gotcha and stick it to your fridge. FOIA doesn't make you smart. It doesn't make you right. It just makes you a public records Karen who thinks filing paperwork is the same thing as having a point. So here's a friendly reminder from Shizzy Wiznut, the guy who never misses. You can FOIA your little heart out, Mike. You can dig through your county files until your keyboard wears out. But at the end of the day, you're still just the guy yelling, "Check the records," while everybody else is out here actually making moves. And you're the only thing your latest tantrum proves is that Levy County Clerk works harder than you ever will. So kindly go FOIA on somebody who respects you, Shizzy Wiznut, and still your daddy.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy Wiznut.
Yeah, he couldn't let it go. No. Because, see, that would be too much for him. That would be way, way too much for him. Because, well, we have more on the little cranky boy here. Oh yes, we still have more. Do you want to see? Do you want to see what else I got? Well, a Navy surgeon General turned attorney continues to press defamation claim. Last month, a Chicago-based freelance reporter flew to Boston to sit for a deposition lawsuit revived by 2 emails he sent to check out a tip by a man by the name of Donald C. Arthur, a retired Surgeon General of the U.S. Navy. Arthur was the subject of an allegedly defamatory story the reporter wrote in 2013. Arthur was admitted to the Massachusetts bar last November, is now an associate at Beauregard, Burke and Franco, the New Bedford firm he had hired a year earlier to renew his defamation claim against the reporter Michael Volpe, or Mick Volmit. Writing for the online outlet Crime Magazine, which is now defunct like everything else he does, Volmit had expanded on previous reporting by the Philadelphia Inquirer and Chicago Tribune about controversies related to Arthur's academic credentials and service record that had arisen late in Arthur's tenure as Navy Surgeon General. Arthur initially sued Volmit and a number of other defendants in the Suffolk Superior Court within months of the publication of Volmit's article, The Great Pretender, on March 28th of 2013. But Volmit, acting pro se, successfully prosecuted a motion to dismiss on personal jurisdiction grounds. Judge Shannon Frischen found that Volpe had not purposely availed himself of the forum, stating there was no indication that Volmit deliberately directed his message at an audience in Massachusetts or meant any harm specifically in Massachusetts as opposed to anywhere else. About 18 months later, Volmit received an anonymous tip that Arthur was enrolled at law school at the University of Massachusetts, Dartmouth, and piqued his interest, given that a JD was one of the degrees Arthur had claimed to have earned. Well, yeah, he didn't stop there, because Arthur graduated from LaSalle University in Louisiana back in 1993, 3 years before the notorious diploma mill was raided by the FBI. Damn it. Stop it. But his email to two deans and student UMass Dartmouth, Volmit, included links to his story about Arthur that altered the personal jurisdiction equation. Arthur and his attorneys believe they filed a new complaint in the Barnstable Superior Court in May of 2016, couching the email message as publications of the original defamatory story as well as notorious acts in their own right. And in 2017 decision, Judge Gary A. Nickerson agreed that the pleaded facts had changed substantially since Frisian's decision were sufficient to establish the requisite connection to the in-state activities and the personal availment. To Volmit, Nickerson's ruling is absurd and the infringement on his rights as a member of the free press. He is now unsure how the judge would have suggested he check out the tip other than the method he used. Well, Volmit's concern is valid, says First Amendment attorney Jeffrey J. Pyle of Boston. Many journalists would be surprised to learn that they could be sued in as far off state just because they sent a couple of emails there to confirm facts for his story. But we've seen the kind of emails that he sends. Lawyers at Princeton Noble Media Practice advise journalists to be careful about repeating defamatory statements to potential sources in the course of news gathering. Pyle notes defamation lawsuits based solely on such statements are rare, but they can happen. Dumbasses. Journalists often face the challenge of trying to investigate facts or getting comment for a story without repeating another person's potentially defamatory statement. Pyle says, for example, if a prominent media executive is accused of sexual misconduct, journalists may seek reaction from the executive colleagues and in the process repeat a statement the executive will later claim is false, he says. First Amendment John Bono agrees that a reporter can, in theory, defame a liable plaintiff by speaking to a source, but he says it's rare that damage will result unless the source takes action based on something the journalist has said. In a perverse way, Nickerson's ruling premised on a mere 2 emails sent to Massachusetts may provide a distinctiveness to journalists confirming facts. Pyle theorizes. In a libel case involving a public official or public figure like Arthur, the plaintiff has to prove knowing falsity or reckless disregard of the truth. Doesn't that sound familiar? By clear and convincing evidence, Pyle notes, simply failing to check whether their facts are true does not meet that standard. But see, that's the problem. He already has the facts, but he decides not to. As long as doubts about the veracity of the information have not already been raised, he says, follow the logic. By engaging in interstate communication, the reporter is risking being hauled off to court far from home and may be better off to do absolutely fucking nothing. We should not want journalists to check their facts before publishing, though, even when the plaintiff is a public figure. But that's not how it works. If you're printing out defamatory things because they don't want to give you a comment because they think you're a two-bit hack, doesn't mean you print it anyway. Pyle adds that the problem is greater for freelance or independent journalists like Volmit, who are not backed by large organizations able to bear the cost. Well, I hope the hell not. Makes them keep their damn mouths shut and stay out of things that they don't know what the hell is going on, which has been very clear. Pyle adds that the problem is the greater of this. Albano cautions, however, that it's too soon to know whether Arthur's claim will succeed. The personal jurisdiction question really tells us nothing about whether the defamation occurred or whether the statements made to the school officials were defamatory, unless you look at the emails. Of the new information of Volmit's article, perhaps the most problematic relates to Dr. Eric Gluck, who was 2 years behind Arthur at the College of Dentistry and Medicine in New Jersey in the 70s. Yeah, we can go on with this, but you have to remember that journalists should hold themselves up to a higher standard, which it appears that Volmit doesn't know how to. Because he got himself into another lawsuit over his bullshit. See, that's where the problem lies. And of course, we did have some more come in. We saw that Livin, oh my gosh, green EVBs. Have you considered writing letters for Bay? You could make a mint saying what we all want to. By the way, tell Megan, get off the washing machine. It needs a break. Oh. Shame on you. Green evening veggie beast. Oh, that was, oh, and thank you so much for the super chat earlier today. I'm giving you 2 stars because that was absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much. I saw that you super chatted on one of my videos. Thank you so very much. And I will get you another one here. Give me just a second. Let me pull that up. Now, as you guys know, I have been doing a daily dialogue on the Karen Read. And if you stick around long enough, you'll probably see me give a little bit of information on that. Thank you so much again for that. I appreciate you. Oh my God, that buck naked, that is so true. Johnny Somali has a better grasp of the legal principles and more ethics than their legal team. Yeah, thank you so very much, Buck Naked. That is so true. Let me tell you.
Squeeze my hog.
What? Where did that come from? Who did that? Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Buck Naked. Johnny Somali definitely has a much better grasp of all of that. That is very, very true. Yeah, Valor News, he is hung up on her because she has better hair and actual sense of grammar. That's very true. And also I did get your star earlier here, Valor News. I got your star here. I put it on. You have to rewind. I couldn't tell you exactly where the timestamp is for that, but it is there. I did get your super chat. So I got you. I got you, brother. Got you. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. All right. Well, all of that being said, I do have another nice little well, how would you put it? A nice little email. Yeah, I think that this is the time to bring this one up. If you're ready for it, it's going to be good. It's going to be vicious. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be a crashing down on you really hard, because this particular one was him wanting to go after Jeremy again. It was more of the it was a filing that came in, and he thought that he was going to prove a point. He thought that he was making this wonderful valid point. And you have to remember, this is back Doc 93 or Doc 96, where Bruce filed yet again one of his, God damn, I got blister on my hand, of one of these long tirades of accusing Jeremy of all this stuff and trying to make a case. And of course, if I'm not mistaken, this was one of those that Bruce is being sanctioned for. Whenever the judge actually gets off his happy haymaker ass to throw that punch. Yeah, that's what this particular one is about. So without further ado, let me just give you the letter as it was written. And I want you guys to enjoy, because this is going to be a good one.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Whiz, Nut.
An open letter to Volmit, the dollar store's Socrates of smug, standing on a pile of your own ashes. Dear Volmit, isn't it ironic? Buddy, stop trying to land haymakers with Alanis Morissette lyrics, because you're not that deep. You're not clever. You're the side trombone of sound effect in human form, squeaking out gotcha lines like the talent show kid who thinks quoting Reddit memes counts as personality. Let's be clear here, because obviously clarity, well, son, it ain't your thing. You didn't catch anybody being unprofessional. You didn't expose anything. And you didn't prove a single point. all you did was flop into my inbox like a dying, smelly fish, gasping out, "Isn't it ironic?" while clutching a motion to strike that reads like it was ghostwritten by Paint Chipman after huffing a bag of Sharpies. And oh, Mikey, the timing. You really had the gall to stand there smirking like a Dollar Tree Bond villain while your court-appointed clown bubbles Matzkin, a man who just filed a document so embarrassing it practically weeps when you open the PDF. It spends 6 pages whining about opponent penis emoji, crying over a polyflop and begging the judge not to punish him because his pants fell down while he was trying to tie his shoes. Should try Velcro, it works much better. You want to talk about unprofessional. Your legal team is out here arguing whether they were obligated to disavow an eggplant emoji. Let me say that again slowly so it really sinks through the fog of desperation you call the brain. Your lawyer had to explain to a federal judge why he didn't respond to a dick emoji. And you thought this was your time to shine. You really thought that was your moment to hit the send on your limp-wristed little "isn't it ironic" zinger like you just dropped a nuke, when all you really did was trip over your own shoelaces and faceplant directly into a pile of your side documents idiocy. Or it could be something in a blue bucket. Volmit, you are the wily coyote of courtroom commentary, except, well, Wiley had the decency to buy his Acme anvils with his own money. You? Well, you're borrowing paint chips, busted slingshot, loading it with last year's expired Pacer printouts and wondering why every shot seems to backfire straight in your face. Well, the only irony is here that the guy crying about professionalism is the same guy who still hasn't figured out that screenshots aren't reporting, forwarding emails isn't journalism, and blindly CCing every person you hate doesn't make you powerful. It makes you the guy in the group that the chat everyone mutes. Here's what exactly ironic, Mike. It's ironic that you can't spell credibility without Google, but you sure as fucking spell defamation when you're the one doing it. It's ironic that your entire career is one long, sad FOIA request for relevance. It's ironic that you keep yelling contrived for YouTube content while literally being the clown we cover for content because you're that much of a slow motion car crash we can't look away. It's ironic that you think you're the smartest guy in the room when the only reason you're in the room at all is because we keep the door cracked so we can laugh at your sorry ass. You're not the opposition, Mike. You're not even a threat. You're the 8th place spelling bee kid who keeps raising his hand at the wrong time because he studied the wrong list. Son, you're the footnote. You're the punchline, the comma splice in the sentence of your own failure. So keep sending out your little ironic emails, keep seeing your little flop squad, keep thinking that one day you're gonna land that devastating line. Meanwhile, I'll be right here, shizzy whiznut as ever, reminding the world that every time you speak, you prove me right. Signed, Shizzy Whiznut, professional at everything that you wish you were, and still your daddy. Yes.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Whiz, Nut.
Yes, I couldn't let it go. I just had to say something. Because for me it was one of those kinds of crazy things that just drives you a little bit nutty. I'm sitting over here in a corner approving eggplant emoji chants. Oh, yes. Welsh Lady Reeves with the 10 or the tenor. I appreciate you so much. Your favorite Scotland friend. Watch Trial 1 is now daily watching Trial 2. Karen Reed. Need any info or help? DM me now. Play me the shit song and stick me on your help. That sounds kinky, Welsh Lady. You know that sounds so kinky. You wanna be on my helmet? Damn, girl, you want to just be right there. But here you go.
Welcome to the shit show.
Oh yeah.
Every single day.
Every single day.
A new flavor of fuckery.
'Cause everybody sucks, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of rocks.
Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, balderdash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. Yeah, all over again.
And of course, we've got love your channel. Keep up the good work. I think she meant to say good work, but she had to shorten it down. That looks like, thank you so much. I appreciate you very much, Lady Jen. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. No, I do have a little bit of insight. We all need beer stones to sing this. Yes, we do. We all do. But I do have a little bit more for you. So if you guys are sticking around, we're sort of going derailing a little bit here. We're derailing just a slight bit, but not too far off, because we're going to be talking a little bit about Karen Reed tonight. And it'll take me a little bit. I don't have any letter, but that will be forthcoming later tonight. I will have something there. You just have to be on the lookout for it. Hopefully I will have it done at some point tonight, because I've got a blistering letter for you. I really do. So give me just a little bit of time so I can pull this up. Guys, I got to pull up my damn notes. I took lots of notes. Okay, so give me a second. And I haven't sussed some of this stuff out, so just give me a little bit of time. Just give me a little bit of time. I will get it to you. Need a welcome to your car jam MP3, please. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's around there somewhere. Thank you, Proud Boomer. Appreciate you. Yes. So we do have a little bit of Karen Reed stuff. So give me just a second so I can get my my summary here. I put it elsewhere because it was really necessary to have a little bit of a summary. I'll see if I can copy this thing down. Give me a second. Looking, make sure that I have it. As I put it in my notes. I just want to make sure that I have the whole thing here. All right. And it's going to be fun. So, okay. Give me a second. I will give you the brutal recap. Just give me a second. Here we go. Give me just a second. I'm going to have to put this into like Word format. I'm doing this on the fly. I wasn't expecting I was going to be doing this right away, but I'm doing this for my favorites. So hold on just a second while I get all of this together. All right, let me do this here. New Word document. Just I want to make sure. Nope, sorry, that's it. All right, give me a second. I'm working on it. I'm doing this on the fly. I'll tell you what. Why don't I do this? I'll give you guys a nice little song. I told you I was going to play this, so I'll play it again while I do this. All right, here we go. This is just for you.
0, 1, 2, 3. Let's get started.
Oh, I just lost sound. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. I hope you guys still can hear me. All right. It took me a little bit to do this. So I lost audio. I don't think I did anything. We'll see. Hopefully you guys can still hear it. Okay, I'm good. Cool. All right. Let's see. It took me a little bit to make sure that I have this. I even added some nice little emojis to it just to make it fun. So you ready for the brutal recap of this dumpster fire known as the Karen Reed? Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. All right, I have moved it out of Word document into a nice little proper document, a PDF here, so I could show it to you, and that way you can read along with me. If that's what you would like, we've got it for you right here. This is my brutal recap of whatever this dumpster fire the day the Commonwealth accidentally testified for the defense. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and armchair lawyers gather round. Today was supposed to be another notch in the belt for the Commonwealth's Karen Reed Did It saga. They lined up witnesses, cued the PowerPoint, and polished their best "we've got motive" speeches. But we actually got was 4 prosecution witnesses accidentally delivering the defense's opening statement. Well, let's break it down. First of all, let's start with Daniel Whitley, the paramedic who can't keep his story straight. Whitley was supposed to be the solid, reliable first responder, the unimpeachable witness who heard Karen's "I hit him" confession and would bring the hammer down. Instead, he spent the entire cross-examination backpedaling on his own sworn testimony. 2022, no mention of how many hours in the snow. 2024, suddenly many hours creeps into the story. In 2025, now we're talking about sitting outside or maybe lying or being, well, who in the fuck knows? Not Whitley. And to that, the hospital urine sample humiliation, where we learned Karen was on her period, under observation, and still cooperated despite the degrading conditions. The end result, Whitley didn't confirm motive, he confirmed memory malfunctions. And then we, of course, had Jean DeMollis, the bartender who brought nothing but vibes. The Commonwealth dragged McCarthy, bar manager, into court, hoping she'd set the stage with video footage that might tie Karen to some sinister behavior. But all we got was, yes, we have cameras. Yes, the footage shows the bar. No, I didn't see anything else. You could have replaced Jean with a coat rack and gotten the same amount of evidentiary value of the prosecution. They needed drama. They got the architectural layout of McCarthy's. Michael Camerani, no, friend of the victim and star witness for the defense. You almost have to feel bad for the Commonwealth on this one. They brought in John O'Keefe's friend, the guy who should have been their emotional slam dunk. But what did Camerano deliver? Karen was trusted with his kids. The relationship was affectionate, not explosive. The night in question, happy, normal, loving. They kissed. He put his arm around her. They nestled into him. Michael wasn't a prosecution witness. He was the defense's opening statement read aloud by a grieving dad with a hockey stick. Nicholas Garino, the PowerPoint that proved nothing but heartbreak. This one was supposed to be the tech hammer, the call logs, the text, the proof of motive. What we got instead. Karen, tell me if you're interested in someone else. Karen, I don't want to keep trying while you keep treating me like this. John, I'm just not into fighting all the time. Not rage, not threats, not premeditation, just hurt feelings, miscommunication, and a desperate woman trying to save a relationship that was already on life support. Guarno didn't give the Commonwealth a motive. He gave the defense exhibit after exhibit of Karen Reed still holding out hope. The interview clips, the gotcha moment that nobody, and finally the raw interview tapes. The Commonwealth thought that these would be the kill shot, but instead of confession, we got Karen questioning herself, terrified, wondering aloud if something could have happened that she didn't realize, honest admissions about being buzzed, but no evidence of intent, self-doubt, grief, confusion, panic. Murderers don't ask, could I have done something? They deny, they deflect, they blame. Karen Reed, she sat there and told the truth, as ugly as it was. The final body count of the Commonwealth's credibility. Motive, dead. Timeline, full of holes. Toxic relationship. Narrative, obliterated by their own witnesses. Confession, sounded more like heartbreak than homicide. Today was supposed to be the Commonwealth's day, and instead it was the defense's best free advertising. So there you go. There was your breakdown of the entire case today. Now wait till you hear the letters, because the letters are glorious. Yes, the video clips made it look like a reality show. Yeah, the video clips made it look like a reality show. And that's how they were trying to play it. It didn't do any good in this whatsoever. It made them look stupid, especially the damn paramedic. Oh my God. Yesterday, at least he wasn't as bad as he was yesterday. He wasn't, I mean, he sat there the whole time just, like, are you trying to remember something? Because, oh my God, you're like killing me over here. I think if I would have heard more, I heard more ums in him than a damn beehive. Thank you, Mouse Lady. Did you appreciate that? Yeah, see, I watched the case. I took some notes, and that's how, that then I just did my thing. Drove me nuts. I know. And then of course, once the defense got up there, he sobered up real quick. Whatever the hell he was drinking, sure it wasn't what I was drinking, but whatever it was that he was drinking, he finally sobered up and was able to say something. It's open door for appeal. Bad decision to allow it. Yeah, see, you would know. It was horrible. Like the whole day was just, it just made them look really freaking bad. And of course, Judge Bev, she was better today than she has been in a while. Of course, there was times there would be an objection that was ridiculous. I mean, you had them objecting with no reason to be objecting except, oh, it's making us look really fucking bad. That was about it. At least this year he didn't whisper under his breath, "Kill me." Yeah, that's true. The twins were born a day or two after the little baby Catalina. Valhalla moved them up pretty quickly. Oh yeah, the babies. Yeah, babies. The twins they're good. I hope that everybody is having a good time. You know that we do this stuff to have fun. And I appreciate every single one of you for coming by tonight. It's been fun. It's been a good time. I would read off these letters, but those letters will be, it's going to be interesting because right now it's probably like a 30-minute video if I do it this way. So I may have to dive out of here quick, so I have it loaded up in time because tomorrow morning, I'm going to have Mo over here, and then after we're done, she's going to be jumping over on with doing her own thing with Karen Reed, and I'm going to push everybody over there to go watch that. So tomorrow morning, you come by here, you watch the morning stream. We're going to talk about all kinds of messed up stuff. I actually may do one of the letters just for Mo so she can get the enjoyment out of one of those wonderful letters. We derailed you enough tonight? Nah, you can never derail me enough. You could try, but you can't. But I do know that I need to get these letters written. I'm about halfway through, like 3 of them. I got most of them done because I was writing them as each one was finishing up their testimony. So we will see. We'll get it right. I just want to make sure that I'm good on all of it, and we're going to have a little fun with it. Put a smile on your face, and I hope that what I may do is release them one after the other. I don't think so, because after I finish them, I want everybody to go and check out like Baker, Valhalla. I want them to check out Mo, Nick Ricada, whoever else is covering the trial, because I'm not covering it because I actually don't have the time to cover the trial. If I did, I would be sitting there gavel to gavel with you and making snide, snarky remarks throughout the whole thing. But because I don't have the time, because I actually have a 9-to-5 job, well, say that, but I do have a job to work. And tomorrow I've that reminds me, I got something to do at noon tomorrow. But everybody have a wonderful time. Good Lord Almighty. It's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a blast. So I will be like I said, I will be sending everybody over to go see either Baker Valhalla or Yamaha. Not Yamaha, but Mo in the deep end. Probably Mo, because she'll be on with me in the morning. And she's awesome. She's absolutely awesome. So if you're here for the morning show, it'll be starting at 8 o'clock. Not my normal 7 o'clock time, but we'll be firing it up at 8 o'clock. And it'll probably be just a pretty much cut, paste, drive, boom. And we'll send you guys on over there. Everybody have a wonderful night. And I will see you in the morning. Peace, y'all.
Oh, you thought I was done, bless your heart, but I'm still living rent-free, it's a work of art. Call me daddy, call me nut, call me the goat. You're paddling upstream while I'm running this boat. You say, I don't care, yet you're glued to the screen. Caught up in my glow while you stay unseen. Your shade's like a breeze, it's barely a draft. Meanwhile, I'm the Picasso of roasting your ass. You say you're over me, oh how cute, but here I am, still the star of your loop. You're my biggest fans, don't even deny. So grab some popcorn when daddy goes live. Live. Call me daddy, yeah, shout it loud. King of your thoughts, I'm making you proud. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, headline act. Your background noise, and that's just a fact. Let's face the score. You hate that you love me, but you keep wanting more. You're like a dog chasing cars, you don't know why. But here you are, barking while I touch the sky. Your comments are gold, such comedy gold. Who hurt you? Oh wait, it's me, I'm told. You're keeping tabs like an unpaid intern while I'm cashing checks. When will you learn? Your timeline's a shrine to every move I make. I'd say thanks, but you're a nasty skank. Oh, Shizzy's washed up. Yeah, sure, Jan, yet here I am, the centerpiece of your plan. You hate watch my stream like it's Oscar night, but guess what, kiddos? I'm still shining bright. Call me daddy, send in your bread. I'm still rent-free in your effing head. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy on your brain. I'm your mental landlord, you can't complain. Let's keep it real. You hate that I'm winning, but you love how it feels. Oh, I'm sorry, did I break your streak? You tried to ignore me for like half a week, but daddy's too spicy, you can't look away. I'm the train wreck you need every single day. So while you're out there with your plastic clout, I'm here sipping coffee watching you freak out. You're relevant, wow, what a take. Now go rewatch my vids while I count how much I make. I count how much I make. Call me daddy, yeah, own it now. I'm read in your brain and you don't know how. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, let's set the bar. I'm the constellation, you're a burned out star. Embrace your role, cause I'm the main character. You're just an old ragged ass, burned out troll. So that's your bedtime story, kids tucked in sweet and snug. Shizzy Daddy's forever, you lose and you're stuck in the mud. Now say goodnight to Papa Nut, your mental pain. Oh wait, you will see me tomorrow's. Agenda will see me tomorrow, same obsession, same effing thing.
Throw some bacon